Level 1. The Intern. You are 22 years old and you are wearing a suit that cost more than your monthly rent. You borrowed the money for it. You take the subway to work at 5:30 in the morning. The train is almost empty. You arrive before anyone else because that is the only advantage you have. You grew up in Ohio. Your father drove a delivery truck for 31 years. You got here on scholarships and stubborn refusal to accept the life that was handed to you. The firm pays you $18 an hour to fetch coffee and build spreadsheets nobody reads. You do it like your life depends on it, because it does. There are 40 other interns. 8 of them will get offers. You will be one of them. You decide this on the first morning. You do not tell anyone. You just work. Level 2. The Junior Trader. You are 24 and your base salary is $85,000. The number sounds enormous until you see what the senior traders make. Then it sounds like nothing. You execute orders for other people all day. Your own ideas do not matter yet. Your ideas will matter exactly when they are needed and not 1 second sooner. You make your first real mistake in month 3. You misread a position and the desk loses $40,000 in 11 minutes. Your hands shake under the desk while your face stays completely still. Your manager looks at you for a long moment. He says nothing. You fix it by the end of the day. He says nothing about that either. You learn that silence is its own form of approval here. You eat lunch at your desk every day for a year. You read everything. You sleep 6 hours if you are lucky. You are exactly where you want to be. Level 3. The Trader. You are 28 and you have your own book now. Your own book means your own positions, your own risk, your own profit and loss. The number at the end of each day is yours. You make $340,000 in your first full year with the book. Your bonus alone is $180,000. You send $2,000 home to your parents every month. Your father tells you to stop. You keep sending it anyway. The market does not care about your feelings. You learn this the hard way when a position you were certain about moves violently against you. You lose $800,000 in a single afternoon. It is not your money, but your reputation bleeds alongside it. You go home that night and sit in your apartment without turning on any lights. You do not sleep. You go back in the morning and you start again. That is the entire job. Start again. Level 4. The Senior Trader. You are 34 and people on the floor know your name without being introduced. Your book is worth $50 million in positions. Your compensation package last year was $1.4 million. You own an apartment in Manhattan. Your Ohio accent is almost completely gone. Almost. You manage 2 junior traders now. You watch them make the same mistakes you made. You let them. A mistake survived is worth 10 warnings ignored. One of them reminds you of yourself so precisely that it is almost uncomfortable to look at him. You tell him almost nothing useful. You let the market teach him the way the market taught you. It is the only lesson that actually sticks. Level 5. The Desk Head. You are 41 and you run the entire equities desk. 37 traders sit beneath you. The desk generated $340 million in revenue last year. Your name is in the building directory on the executive floor. You fly business class now, and you feel guilty about it for about 6 months. Then you stop feeling guilty. You have lunch with people who run countries. You have dinner with people who buy them. You think about your father on the delivery truck sometimes when you are sitting in a car that costs more than his entire annual salary. You do not feel proud exactly. You feel the weight of the distance you have traveled. It is not always a comfortable feeling. It is always an honest one. Level 6. The Legend. You are 53 years old, and you have made and lost and remade more money than you will ever fully count. You have been wrong publicly and right quietly, which is exactly the correct way around. You have survived 3 crashes, 2 personal crises, and 1 year where you question everything you ever built. You are still here. The younger traders study your old trades the way students study old battles. They look for patterns you were not even conscious of making. You try to tell them that the market has no memory and no loyalty and no interest in anyone's story. They nod and go back to looking for patterns. You did the same thing once. You understand. Your father passed away 4 years ago. He never fully understood what you did for a living. He understood that you worked hard and that you called every Sunday and that you loved him. That was enough for both of you. You walk to work sometimes now when the weather is good. Down streets you once took the subway under. You pass the building you interviewed in at 22 in a borrowed suit. The building has a different name on it now. The firm moved uptown years ago. Everything changes. The market changes. The names on the buildings change. The only thing that never changes is the morning. The market opens at 9:30 every single day. It does not care who you are or what you have built. It only asks what you are going to do right now. After 30 years, that question still wakes you up before the alarm. It always will. That is how you know you are still a trader.